Shalom family. This video right here is going to be very brief. I just want to touch on something very quickly. People that come and go into your life. Sometimes you have people come into your life and they're meant to stay. You have others that just kind of glide on through your life. They were never meant to stay. You meet them and then they're gone, okay? Then you have people, they come into your life, they stay for a minute, for a while, and then they phase on out, okay? Then you have people who have always been in your life and they will always be in your life. Those that have that sticking and staying power, and I'm not even talking about blood family because they're always going to be there, of course, by default. But you have some people that have been in your life for a long time. They're going to stick and stay and always be there. Be thankful for those type of unions. But for those that have people that come and go and people that stay for a minute and then they're gone, don't worry about those things. A lot of times we say, well, this person came into my life. I thought we had a good thing going. I thought we were friends. I thought we loved each other, but now they are gone. I thought we were close. I thought we were friends. And you're fretting over those things. Don't fret over those kind of things. You know, at one time I used to be really concerned about those things because, you know, from the time I was very young until now, you have people that have been in your life from that moment that you were very young until now. And then you have some people that you say, man, I wonder what ever happened to this person. I wonder what ever happened to that person. And then some people go out of your life, they go out with a bang, meaning there was some type of contention and something just broke up the relationship. And I'm not talking about physical relationships as it relates to man and woman coming together. I'm talking about friendships and bonds that you thought you had with people. Sometimes it's not meant for certain people to be in your life, and sometimes it actually takes time to reveal things about a person, and you will begin to understand why people come in and they go out. Okay, for one, I'm thankful for those who have stayed in our lives for the long haul. I thank the Most High for those, because even though you might not talk to them all the time, you always know that they are there and they always know that you are here. And when you do come together, you have an amazing, wonderful time. We have people in our lives like that, and I thank the Most High for them, and I love them dearly. And then we have people that come into our lives, and then you form what you think is a bond, but then certain things about these people start to come forth, and you say, I couldn't have seen that coming. You see, that's because time reveals things. It's not for you to fret about it, and it's not for you to hate people or anything like that. You want to love people regardless. I love my people, but sometimes we have to understand that not every relationship is meant to be a sticking and staying relationship. Okay? Don't fall out and cry and boo-hoo over things. If there's something that you have against a person, you can try to fix it with that person yourself, but don't allow it to cause you to suffer with all this pain of rejection and all of that. You have to move beyond those things. The Most High don't want us spending and wasting time on crying over failed relationships with people. Okay? Even though I've had people that have come into my life and have gone out, and then I do question, I'm like, man, what was that all about? Right now, we're at the stage in our life to where we just shake it off and pack it under our feet. You see, we still love these people, but we understand that sometimes people have to phase out. We've come to terms with that, and we are okay with it. But for those who want to stick and stay in your life, embrace that. Be happy with it. Treat every relationship as an individual relationship. If a person comes in and things start to fizzle out with that friendship or with that bond that you thought you had, it obviously wasn't meant to be. And maybe there was a facade that was being thrown up that this person wasn't real in the first place. Okay, so that's how I want to deal with things. I want to treat every relationship as an individual relationship and not be so brokenhearted and so tore up. Remember, there was a story in the Bible where it was a contention. It was in the New Testament. I can't remember the names, but there was a contention between two of the disciples, I believe it was. I have to get back in the Bible and find out the names. If I'm not mistaken, I believe one of them was Paul and somebody else, but they had contentions, and it seemed like they never resolved it. You see, and so we can't allow ourselves to harp on and wallow in sorrow and pity and stuff over things like this. Sometimes we let things weigh so heavy on us to where it gets us out of the spirit. And we allow the cares of this life to weigh us down spiritually. If you are wounded by someone spiritually, just pray to the Most High to heal that wound and move on. Keep it moving, okay? Not saying that some things won't hurt. I mean, I must admit, we've had relationships that dissolved that did hurt. We've had those, but we can't wallow in them. Like I said, this particular video was going to be brief. I just want our people to learn how to gain strength, okay? And for those of you who are out here demolishing relationships, you got to deal with that. You don't want to wound your brother and sister, because the scripture does say, woe to him by whom offenses come. So you don't want to be out here trying to offend someone. I'm not talking about offending somebody in the word or in the truth. I'm talking about ignorant personal things. You brought personal things into a relationship and you've wounded a person spiritually. And you've caused this person to be out of the spirit because they have to deal with the message, this baggage that you've dropped on them because of some foolishness. Okay? Let's get to the point where we're not hurting each other, to the point where someone is wounded and does need to be lifted up because of a mess that you put them in. Let's grow up, okay? There's a lot of bugs out here now. We're getting in that season to where all these little natty like things are flying in the air, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. But I want my people to be encouraged. Let's try to focus on loving each other, perhaps. Let's try that for a day and cut out all of these divisions and contentions, because it ain't helping us with nothing. Okay, stop wounding people's hearts and souls with nonsense, okay? I'm talking about foolishness, foolish nonsense. Stop putting these heavy burdens on people and causing them to suffer in silence or suffer from rejection and all this other stuff. Let's be a part of the solution in people's lives and not a part of the problem. I love you all. And with that, I will say shalom.